So, first off, happy birthday, Kiera!
Thank
Indeed.
you.
Happy
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yay. Thank you very much.
Oh, it like triggered that thing. Well, ignore that. I have not at all touched the overlay since like the last time we did tabletop stuff, so.
Whatevs.
Thank y'all so much for your subs. Thank you for grabbing cards.
I think Kole also played a 20%
He did,
off
and I
pack.
made that
Thank you.
coupon.
Okay.
Got that done right away.
All right.
So there's 15% off coupon that is mystery, and then a 20% that is Flamingo.
Huzzah.
Alright, would you like to tell us how to play this game and what it is exactly that we're playing?
Absolutely. So we are playing Brindlewood Bay, which is a described as Murder She Wrote meets Lovecraft. And we are playing it instead of with the old women that you're supposed to play it as. We are playing it as a group of incredibly entitled flamingos. I'm currently living in Bobert's Casino and Spa in the Silver Thimble. And this is happening alongside the same time period of the 2 weeks that we've discussed before. That the shields are up, nobody can come and go outside of the city. People outside of the city are starving because they took in a bunch of refugees. There's not enough food, there's not enough supplies. Except for in Bobert's Casino and Spa, they are perfectly fine. They are living in the lap of luxury. They have all the booze they could want. They have all the food they could want. So that is not of any concern to them. They have been spending this time reading murder mystery books, like forming a book club, and spending some time with the other remaining flamingos that made it to the Silver Thimble before, well, the end of last season. And like they have their servants there, and it's all good. So Brindlewood Bay is a it is a powered by the Apocalypse game. So it's all done with 2 6-sided dice, and you guys have all your things just on your character sheets. If you click your character sheets, you'll see that you have day moves, night moves, meddling moves, occult moves, cozy moves, and the Gold Crown mystery move I'll explain in a second, and then theorize. You guys' goal is there's going to be a murder. You have to then put the clues together to figure out who killed that person and why they killed that person. And that is really all you need to know. So I will go down the list of characters. We have, and this is just alphabetical, I think. We have Billiam, who is played by Kole.
Yes, Billiam.
Billiam's move is Colt Severs. Once per mystery, they can get a crit on a single roll related to a daring physical feat. Has to be a daring physical feat. And then we have Bobert, who is played by Rob.
Hello.
Bobert has the move Sonny Crockett. You have a very stylish wardrobe. People say, wow, whenever they see you around town. Describe your style in a little more detail, and then add stylish wardrobe to your cozy little place. That means, I'll explain that in a second, too. He will explain what he looks like when he gets on screen for the first time. If I can fucking spell. So Bobert's dressed to impress. And then we have Dollythea, who is played by Nika.
Yeah.
Dollythea's move is Jonathan Hart. You used to live a globe-trotting jet set life, and you still have a touch of that glamour about you. She has a greater presence than other people. And then we have Elizabuff, who is played by Kiera.
Oh, hello.
Elizabuff's move is why this game changed a bit. Kiera took Fox Mulder. You are someone connected to a dark conspiracy. Someone connected to a dark conspiracy is helping you behind the scenes. Tell the keeper that the threshold for each layer of dark. What that means is the game gets creepier immediately. Like, the game usually takes a while to ramp up into like the Cthulhu stuff. Not gonna take that long for this one. And then we have Uncle Jim's played by Warlord.
Salutations, my good sir.
Uncle Jim's has Frank Columbo, something about you causes the elite of society to not take you seriously. What is it? What is the thing about you that they don't take seriously?
Well, during this time that everyone's been stuck inside this here lovely establishment, Uncle James gave up drinking, yet everyone still thinks that he's a little too clung to the bottle.
Most excellent. So I'm going to welcome everybody to Bobert's Casino and Spa.
Brought to you by Bobert's Casino and Spa.
Bobert's Casino and Spa is in fact brought to you by Bobert's Casino and Spa. And you all inside, you don't have to like be outside, that's what the outside of it looks like. And here we go, we walk into the entranceway. Don't worry, there's security here. Nobody's stealing stuff, there's security. And then you're like, oh, let me move the security guy into like, so we know that security's here.
I love all of these flamingos. Thank you, Kana.
So, I will go around the table. So we're gonna find everybody. So, Kiera, I think we find Elizabuff in her room, surrounded by like a lavish amount of pillows and books, and a large amount of tea. Just all the flamingos that are like in the pictures tend to ignore them. It wasn't letting me do flamingo theme without putting flamingos everywhere.
I was picturing them all like she had a wild night the night before.
Yeah,
That-
honestly.
Oh, damn.
Could possibly be true.
It could be.
Well, I would like to think canonically all of those flamingos are there.
Okay.
He was
Well-
having a party. It's like that whole dramatic like scene where like the protagonist like wakes up in like a pile of bodies, like silk and feathers everywhere.
Yes. That sounds great. Thank you. Yes.
Smell of booze and bad choices.
Booze and books and bad choices.
Absolutely.
Well, that's my life now. Thanks, guys. Yes.
The 3 Bs.
So big wing stretches as you wake up, get yourself put together, sip some tea. Like it's been a long this is the morning of the day. Like we know as players at some point tonight there will be a murder. So the trick is to make as many rolls as you can during the day while like seeing things, and you will generate clues through rolls and just action.
Okay, so like if I say I'd like to, look around at the contents of my room and see if there are people I don't remember, apparently, or, well, flamingos I don't remember, or if there's items in my room that don't belong there, or items that did belong there that are gone now. That sort of thing?
Yeah, you could definitely say that kind of stuff. So you'll notice that you have some abilities at the top here. And each one of you have different amounts. So there's vitality, composure, reason, presence, and sensitivity. And you tell me which one you want to roll. I think for what you just asked, it's going to be reason.
Okay.
And then you click on the day move.
Okay. The day move. Okay. And that's asking if I have advantage or disadvantage.
I would say advantage. Like, go ahead and click advantage.
I mean, I guess it's my room. I would know what's in it, right?
That's why I was thinking.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
And-
Okay, and then reason submit.
So we take the 2 highest, which is the 5 and the 3, and then we add 1. So it's a 10. On a 10... No, it's actually an actual success, not a mid-success. I will tell you that none of your books are missing. Like, you definitely had... You don't remember inviting Jennifer over to your room last night, but she was clearly here. Like, the room smells of her, like new, and I'm just gonna say it, her new cheap perfume. Like, her husband is new rich.
Ugh.
Oh,
Like,
Ugh. They're the worst.
really?
like right before the shield went up, he went into the citrus business, and he brought all of his like lemons with him. And this guy has been like making bank. You don't even know how. It doesn't make any sense. Everybody's buying lemons. Like the tea, even at this point. Like, I'm sure most of us like a little bit of lemon in our tea, it's fine. But this guy goes like heavy on it. It's basically lemonade. Like, he's making everything into a Arnold Palmer.
Gross.
Ugh.
So
That
like,
bitch was in my room.
she was definitely in your room. But
I'm going
you
right.
didn't... What's that?
I'm going right for like I don't like her. I don't know. It is. It's the lemons.
So I'm gonna like leave Elizabuff to like finishing getting ready, the rest of herself ready, and we're gonna move on to real quick. Let's see what Uncle Jim's is up to. Uncle Jim's, you've spent hours and hours just gambling. Like, you haven't slept a wink. You and Jennifer's husband, Nick Olas, he sits across from you at this table. And you look down at your hand, and you have 2 kings and 3 aces. You've got a full house. It's like, you've been, like, getting him to bet into you this whole time. He goes all in. He pushes all of his chips, and he's like, "Oh, sir, I think today I might have you." And he pushes a huge stack of chips in. Do you make the call?
I look him right in the eye and I go, "You certainly think so, don't you?" And I make the call.
And he lays down 4 queens. And just like reaches his like wings in, scoops all your money. Ain't that a daisy? Jims, that might have been all the money you had left.
Ain't that a daisy? Well, congratulations, my friend. You finally bested me at least one of these rounds. I commend you.
He starts stacking up the chips in like very neat, orderly piles, and he like tips his little like top hat to you. And he's just like, "Well, I have to be going." And it's like scoops it all just into a suitcase, all these chips into a suitcase, and like you see him just walk and get up and walk out.
As he's walking out, just scowling at him slowly, like, "God damn cheat son of a bitch."
And this is the part where we use the part of Jim's ability. You get a clue at the beginning of the game. A servant, the dealer, walks up next to you, and he hands you a pack of cards. That he just like looks at you knowingly, and he nods, and then he walks away. Go ahead and add to your clues a deck of cards. On you guys' character sheets, there will be a part that says Maven and a part that says Clues. So go ahead and like add clues to Uncle Jim's deck of cards to it.
Good.
And you can go through the cards. Like, you can go through the cards right here if you'd like. But,
Oh yeah, definitely.
go ahead and roll me a reason. That is just roll a day move, and I can't remember if Uncle Jim's has any reason. I don't. Yeah, you have one reason. So day move. I'm gonna say no advantage.
Okay.
Oh, great success. Immediately, you notice that 2 queens are missing from this deck, but 2 of those queens were in Nicholas's hand.
Just makes a mental note of it and orders another drink.
I thought you stopped drinking.
There's reasons.
The bartender brings you over a drink and sets it down in the bottle right next to it.
The bartender knows what I'm ordering, which is a non-alcoholic alcohol.
Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Alright, and now let's move to Bobert real quick. Bobert, you're in your lavish suite. You have the biggest room in this entire place, obviously. The constant droning sound of the ticker tape machine is just going. Isn't serving any purpose now.
It's white
due to the fact-
noise.
Yeah, it's just white noise.
Therapeutic.
It's just printing off tickets and like stacking onto the ground.
And this is when I tell you my sexy outfit that I'm wearing.
Absolutely. Go ahead and explain what your sexy outfit is.
All right. So I'm not sure if these people are actually here, but to give you a more mental picture. So I have a custom Rene Lacoste design suit, black with purple ascot necktie, with wingtip shoes designed by as truly Gochio Gucci.
So fancy.
Go big or go home.
Got the Gucci drip.
Robert's really stepped up his game.
Yep. I'll work on pictures. I'll upload it to the Discord.
So, Bobert, like, you are aware that Nicholas is really, like, has been making more money in this casino in this, like, period of, like, downtime for you because the shields are up. You're not really making too much money, especially since you have to use your casino and spa as, like, a sanctuary for your family and the rest of the upper class.
Which is a red flag. That he's
And-
making all this money.
Oh, of course. So your servant comes in and he like leans into your ear and he whispers how much money that Uncle Jim's just lost to Nicholas. And that total makes Nicholas just underneath your wealth. A little bit more money, a little bit longer of this going on without you making money and him continuously making money, you will be the second richest Flamingo.
Well, I'm still better than Billiam.
I mean, Billiam got posted as a pretty successful, like, space cop now.
Alright.
I'm not sure how he's here, but we'll figure that out at some point.
Alright.
Married my daughter.
Did marry your daughter. One of you three. Hey, real quick, does anybody remember what we named those daughters?
Not at all.
See,
No,
me neither.
So I do have it written down, but that is in my bird's bedroom, and I cannot wake him up. But
Yeah,
I do
don't-
have them.
I'm just gonna call them daughter 1, 2, and 3.
The statement of not being able to wake up your bird, then like can't go into your bird's bedroom, is fucking wild.
It's the most bird person thing I've ever heard in my life.
As an extremely bird person thing to have said.
that is where we start with Bobert. And Dorothea, we go into your room.
Dollythea, thank you.
Dollythea, sorry, my bad. And your room is, of course, like the second grandest. But as you see on your table, Nicholas keeps sending you so many lemons. He's trying to. You think he's trying to court you?
I'm already married.
Yes, but he's still trying to court you. Wait, who are you married to?
One of Billiam's daughters.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember.
We're all family here.
I don't remember her name exactly, but I don't think it matters.
The three
my
people
wings.
here who got married to them don't remember their names.
Wait, did Uncle Jim's marry one of them too?
Yes.
You're all part of my family
I
now.
really should have rewatched that game. I feel like.
We all should have rewatched that game.
No. I expected one of us to be remembering that shit.
I was very busy this week. Anyway.
It's Beatrice, Balbetta, and Bertata.
Oh, I don't remember which one I married.
None of us remember.
Yeah.
So I married Bertata, and I believe Nika did Beatrice.
Beatrice
Or
does?
Balbetta's the one with the goofy eye ears.
Real quick, alright. They're all hanging out in the spa right now. Let's go visit them so we can figure out who's who.
I remember now, yes, we gave them all B names because Billiam is that insufferable. Yes, they must have all B's. Billiam.
Who's married to who?
Okay.
Nika, didn't you marry the one with the bear ears?
I know that I didn't. I know that
No?
Rob didn't marry the one with the bunny ears because that was the one I expected him to marry. And it wasn't that one. That's about as far as I got. I like the bears is cute.
I'm about to just pull the vibe.
The real mystery. This didn't need to be a murder mystery. The mystery is like, who the fuck is my wife?
They
It's
just keep
sister
changing
wives.
hats and like you guys can never know. Like
Wait, I was married?
I taught them well.
That whole weekend was a blur now that I think about it.
Oh no.
Oh, no
You
take
You just
backsies.
share them all. You just, just rotate.
To be fair, the past couple of years have been a blur.
excellent. So,
I don't
back to
remember their.
Dollythea.
I don't remember their personalities. I was like, I felt like I
What
married.
person?
They
I
had
feel like they were very
personalities.
timid.
I'm pulling out
They
the
had
fucking ball.
personalities.
I'm doing this right now.
Yes, Costa.
Continue,
You see,
but I'm doing
William's
this.
set of skills ensured they were all married.
Yeah, I'm starting to think something might have been up with that wedding.
It's like, that was a real shotgun wedding. But so you're in your delightful room and like you're not world weary but like world wise. And just like these lemons, it's been 2 weeks and like where is he growing these lemons like constantly day in day out? And do you put lemon in your tea? I know you as a person don't drink tea, but how's Dollythea?
I don't believe she drinks tea.
Oh. Okay. So you just have like this stack of oranges, not oranges, lemons. I assume that they've been around for since you guys got here. Can you roll me
Wall-to-wall
also
lemons.
day move?
Okay. Remind me how I do that.
So go to your character sheet.
I'm trying not to have it like up on screen so that it doesn't
Yeah,
take
I
up
understand. So right underneath conditions. Conditions is if I hurt you.
Okay.
So because none of you have health, there's no chance of you Maven dying. For the record. Well, there is a chance, but we'll get to that.
Aw.
So go ahead and click on the day move.
And then just straight up.
Actually, I would say advantage.
Oh, advantage. Boop.
and then add 1 to it.
Presence is my advantage.
Oh.
That's the only
you only
advantage.
have-
I have to pick
Oh,
one.
okay. Sorry, my bad.
But I don't know how that's relevant here, but... Boop. Not great, I'm gonna tell you.
It's
not looking super good.
A failed roll.
Not
That's a
ideal.
miss. What you are afraid of will happen, or you lose your nerve. So you are waking up and like you are just going around your room. You're looking at these lemons and just like, in my head, like, tell me if I'm wrong. Like you're just like, this guy, about like Nicholas sending all of like these things, and you receive a knock on your door.
Oh,
And in comes a servant carrying a note. Then this note smells decidedly of lemons.
At this point, just the scent of lemons makes me sick.
And he's just like, I have a note from Nicholas, ma'am.
And I'm gonna read the note.
And it's just inside and is a very, like, you unwrap the note, like it's folded over and clearly has an item inside. And it has a large ring, like bracelet, because rings don't really work on flamingos.
Fair enough. A necklace, maybe, or an anklet.
I was gonna say a necklace, but his wife has the matching piece to what he gave you.
Ooh, our anklet it is.
And it is a large yellow gem that's just sparkling. And it's asking you to meet him in the garden at sundown. For he has a proposition for you.
All right. Lemon-colored gem indeed.
You can add both of those to clues.
The piss gem.
Goddamn piss gems.
Oh, also, Bobert, you can add suspicious wealth to clues.
All right.
So, and then we'll get to Billiam's opening scene. And after I get done with all the opening scenes, we'll get into you guys moving around. So I just wanted to introduce everybody. Billiam, you are relaxing in your garden. You and your 3 daughters are safe. Like, the shield went up. You're very glad you arrived back just in time to keep your family safe before this terrible shield went up, and now you can't travel through space right now.
Terrible.
Haven't been able to contact the Starlight either. But Bobert does have a very luxurious garden that you can tend.
I love tending the garden. Make all the flowers look great.
Oh, and they look wonderful. Like, you're cozy, you're in your, like, this is just like your spot in the let me So you see or you hear some like light tittering in the it like behind where you are in the garden, behind the bushes. Like there's definitely like somebody, like there's definitely a couple back there like thinking that they're alone.
I'll do my best to sneakily peek.
Perv.
No. I'm making sure that any hooligans are kept under watch.
Getting a sneaky peek. Alright, so go ahead and roll me a vitality check and definitely give yourself advantage with that.
Is
Because
this
you
a day move?
Yeah, day move. This is definitely a certain set of skills situation. Mouth of the people will tell you how your actions will leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down and go through with it. Okay, you are going to be seeing these people, or you can just back off.
Oh, I have nothing to hide.
As you push through the brush, you see a security guard with Jennifer, Nicholas's wife. With the help.
Oh my.
The security guard just hops off her and just starts running. But Jennifer does not. She just lays there.
I'll turn away and be like, you should make yourself presentable.
She slowly stands up and does the one dress strap over the shoulder at a time, and walks up behind Billiam and does the stroke at the back of his hair feathers situation. And she's like, I've heard you have a certain set of skills. It's like, to be honest, I came here looking for you.
Unfortunately, darling, I'm not available.
And she reaches one hand around you and tucks a note into your chest pocket and pats it down. It's just it's just a small job. Let me know if you're interested. Come to my room tonight. And then she heads off, just saunters off out of your garden. No shame in the world.
I ruffle my feathers. Kind of a hussy.
Skank. Alright, so what's everybody's daily routine like? Now we can move around and introduce ourselves to the rest of the people in the hotel. / casino / spa. We know there will. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Billiam. Do you want to read that note?
Yes, I'd like to peruse it.
It says, I've been looking for a man with a certain set of skills. To relieve me of some irksome weight. And then it's has a key to her bedroom in it.
I see. I'll keep that tucked into my breast pocket.
So what's the day look like for everybody? What's Elizabuff doing?
I'm kicking everybody out of my room. Get out. I'm done with you all. Go away. Goodbye.
Absolutely. They all leave.
And now I gotta go get breakfast. I have to eat something. There was too much drink last night. I need to eat.
Oh, absolutely. And there is a large dining area. Also because I think Bobert's bad at casino design. That room is also the same room that you play craps in, where you toss dice.
Oh, functionality.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Never lose an opportunity to make money.
Yep.
Who else is gonna be going down for breakfast?
William would have a late breakfast for sure after he tends the plants a little bit more.
Nobody panic. Everybody knows Rudy Ulf here. And these two badgers showed up just as all of this started going, they came with Nicholas. They've been introduced to you as Lou, and this one is Sid.
Well, that's not suspicious.
Right?
But they are playing dice with Rudiel.
Okay.
Elizabuff is at breakfast table.
I will also go down for breakfast. I'm assuming it's a leisurely breakfast.
Oh yeah, it's very like whenever you show up and like whatever you want situation. What are your breakfast orders? They have a lot of shrimp.
Hit me up with some of that shrimps.
Like a shrimp Benedict. Sounds delightful, thank you.
Mm. Yes, it does.
The shrimp Bellini to drink.
God.
God!
Can I get the pink mimosa? What's a pink mimosa? Oh, it's where you like make a slurry out of shrimp and then put champagne in it.
I'm partial to the coffee shrimp. You see.
Well, that's just ground shrimp with hot water run over it.
Yes, but then you also add coffee, and then you boil it again,
Oh, okay.
and then it's garnished
Just
with a single
double
shrimp.
boiled.
There is a part of me, a morbidly curious part of me, that is like, do we make some shrimp cocktails?
Oh no.
Just that'd be so bad. It would taste so awful.
A shrimp Caesar.
Bloody shrimps?
Shrimp salad sandwich.
Honestly, a bloody shrimp would probably be fine. Of all of the possibilities, that one's probably the most
The least
viable.
heinous.
I don't want to drink shrimp. I'm just gonna say it.
We gotta get a bag of shrimp, I'm sorry. The law is the law.
We need a HTML cookbook.
Oh no.
It's actually on my to-do list. Not on... It is, believe it or not, it is.
Yes.
It's not an immediate on my to-do list, but it is on my to-do list because I think it would be a lot of fun. But the
Shrimp Garitas.
shrimp
But
burrito.
like it's not like ice, it's just frozen shrimp that's like blitzed down.
God.
Oh,
Uh,
I hate
Frozen
it.
shrimp and citrus. You just gotta drink it fast while they're still frozen.
let's knock it back. I feel like all the plates are garnished with like lemon slices and wedges.
Oh, absolutely.
Even like they can't. They're lousy with lemons, so they just need like there's no flower decorations in the middle of these tables. There's just like lemons on sticks or in bowls. It's just like lemons everywhere.
They're
You're like,
carved
why?
lemons.
Yes.
Like the number one like food like garnish right now is most certainly lemon. It's what you guys have the most of.
Ugh.
It seems like you have an
Gosh.
infinite supply of these things.
You open a closet and lemons come pouring out, and you're just like, I just wanted a towel.
It used to
Life
be
gives
shrimp.
you lemons.
Now it's lemons.
Now it's lemons.
Nicholas
more.
was a very good like gardener.
Please.
So, you guys are eating, and like, you do hear quite the commotion coming from down the hall, and as you guys are eating, Jim's like kind of grumpy about losing that bet, or knowing that you were cheated. Do you tell anybody that you know that you were cheated, or do you just like hold on to that information?
Jim's feels like it's best to hold on to that information. Out of pure respect, though the lying bastard doesn't deserve any. Pure respect, he's gonna wait for an opportune time to confront Nicholas directly.
As you're walking through, you pass the cigarette machine, of course, and at the cigarette machine you see Cousin Stevians is what his name is, but it's very hard to say. So imagine Stevie, but also Steven. And this
Stephanie.
one's my Stephanie.
Stephanie.
This one's my favorite of all of them. Here we go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do flamingos smoke cigarettes?
He's working on it. He's trying. And James has a little like.
He's got a little stash.
Yeah.
He's got a little like. It's like the like. Oh, I want to say it's like conquistador like mustache and like triangle. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but yes, it's like a little chin fluff, but I'm not positive where a flamingo's chin necessarily would be.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It works.
He can't think too hard on any of the flamingo designs, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this one wears a leather jacket, but Stevie definitely is the kind of the outcast of the family. He, much like Uncle Jim's, is Uncle Jim's. Cousin Stevie is Cousin Stevie, but
For everyone.
nobody, yeah, for everyone, and nobody actually knows who he's related to.
The Fonz.
He might be related to the Pafans. He has a fantastic pompadour. He always wears sunglasses. He's trying to like get some cigarettes out of the cigarette machine as James walks by. He's just like, "Yo, Uncle Jim's, I'm a little light. I need can you float me a bit? Like,
I'm sorry. Cousin, I'm very sorry, but I can't right now. I was unfortunate enough to finally lose a hand to that kind fella Nicholas. Goddamn son of a bitch.
You see Stevie like brush his long beak. He's just like, so what you're saying is Nicholas has a large influx of cash on him right now.
This kind of side out. Yeah.
At this moment.
Most assuredly.
Well, I'll be.
But here, let me show you a bit of a trick, and I just Uncle James pulls a Fonzie and bangs it.
Oh, that is most certainly a I feel like that's a presence check. Like they move presence for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, great success. So yeah, absolutely. And like, so a pack of cigarettes comes out. What's your brand? What brand of cigarettes did you make come out of this? Because it's perfect.
Flamingo brands.
Raising cranes. God, I'm tired.
Raising Cranes is a very funny name for a cigarette. And he's just like, he thanks you and he like pops one in his mouth and like lights it with his like embossed Zippo.
Because of course he does.
Because of course he does. And he's like, Uncle Jim's, I don't care what the rest of them say about you. You're good folk.
Same to you, cousin Stevens. Same to you.
And it's like,
You were always my favorite, be honest with you.
we should really stick together. Like, I'm gonna find a way to make this up to you, I promise.
Don't worry about it. Just keep an eye out and take care of yourself.
And you see him like lower his sunglasses down, like real quick, and he looks right at you. He's like, I will. And then it like blows a smoke ring. I don't know how a flamingo does that.
You just do. Don't question it.
And then you just see him like saunter off towards the He's like, smells like. And he like takes a big deep breath. Smells like breakfast, son. We should head over. Then he comes into the breakfast room as well, but he sits at this table over here. The whole time, like,
So many flamingos.
there's a lot of flamingos.
Not enough flamingos.
There's two. If James is coming to the breakfast table, then he's also here. But There's 4 flamingos and 2 badgers.
Plus those other, random flamingos
Oh
milling
yeah,
around.
I guess they're there. Those are the servants. Rudy is not a servant. He just kind of dresses. He always wears a tuxedo, always wears that mustache.
Just for a point of clarification, do they grow the hair? Or do they, apply the hair?
Depends on which flamingo you're talking about.
James is like, me, I grow mine. Mine's natural.
All natural.
All natural.
Has a special cleanliness jacket pocket.
And Billiam, were you coming to the breakfast table?
Yeah, I'm gonna show up a little later. So, when it's already started, I'll walk in later.
Alright. And Bobert?
Yeah, I probably should. So I can be closer to the staff and see what's going on, since some dude's making way too much money down there.
Excellent. So this is where we are for so far during the day. None of you in this room see Jennifer or Nicholas as you eat breakfast. They are both absent. Lou and Sid are sticking to themselves. They are whispering, they're keeping the conversation quiet as they play dice. They don't seem to be winning much, but they don't seem to be losing much either. They look like they seem to be looking like they're just buying time, or just wasting time.
Can any of us hear their conversation, or?
You can most certainly try.
Okay.
I would say that's. Wait, how are you gonna try? Are you gonna walk up and try to listen, or are you trying to listen from your table?
I'll try to listen from my table, just kind of maybe cross my legs a little bit differently and give a little lean their way, and give Dollythea a knowing look, and just you know. So that's how.
I think that's a composure roll, I think.
Okay, so day move.
Yeah, day move. I think Dollythea, getting her in that will give you the advantage. Will allow you to get an advantage on it.
So then advantage, and then you said composure.
I think so.
Hey.
Massive success.
Huzzah!
So with your massive success, you hear Lou just you see and then hear him. I think what happens is he makes a very particular move, and it makes you pay more attention to what they're saying. He presses his hand on his back, and he just stretches out, and he's like, I don't know how many more boxes we can bring up. And you see Sid look back and forth and just doing the shush thing. He's just like, what? They don't bother us.
Then we just go back to poking at our shrimps, I guess.
Dolly's devouring hers. It's super it's all very delicately arranged, beautiful, and it's put on the table in front of her, and then as soon as she begins to just no hesitation, just beak going and just packing the shit out of everything, shrimp crumbs flying everywhere.
Have you ever seen the TikToks of the guy who feeds a seagull?
I don't think so.
No. It's this guy has a pet seagull basically, and
the guy who has a pet seagull, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he puts mealworms in a cup of water, and that's how I'm picturing
That's
it.
exactly what it's like. I think that guy is literally my first follow on TikTok.
Fantastic.
That's exactly what it's like.
So, Billiam, you show up just as Lou and Sid hop down off of their chair, and they start to walk past you. Can you roll me a presence check? Yeah. No advantage on this one. Okay, so the thing is, they, with your mild success, because he rolled a 9 with his +1 presence, they look an awful lot like badges that you've seen before. Like, it's like they seem familiar. They look like they might be in Lax's gang. It's like, I'm just gonna like give you that right away. But to get more information, they would see you staring at them, or like you would actually have to approach and have a discussion with them. Or you can just let them walk on by.
I'll let them walk on by and I'll just wave a wing at them and be like, gentlemen.
Sid just like, and good sir. As they walk on by, you do get like another obnoxious whiff of like just lemon. I think basically all of the characters playing are getting sick of the smell of lemon at this point.
We're going to arm
Persevere.
ourselves with like pillowcases full of lemons to defeat this.
I feel like I'm
The
getting
smell.
sick of the smell of lemon, like in real life, just by the description of lemon.
Oh no.
I'm gonna end tonight. I'm gonna go out front, and someone is gonna spray something lemon flavor. I'm just gonna lose my
I
shit.
feel
I can already see
haunted
that
by
happen.
lemon.
So are we not using lemon as contraceptive?
Sorry, what?
Explain.
The
You
dead
heard
eye
me.
stare and then blink that followed for me just pardon repeat.
Educational moment. Google it, kids.
Oh no.
I
Paraphrase
think we
for
have
us.
time to get busy.
Okay.
It's good for ladies to use as contraceptive.
I doubt that it is.
Yeah, I don't
I can
don't
tell
agree.
ya, the way that lemon can dry up your delicate tissue and cause micro tears, I would say, realistically, that seems unlikely to me.
Women in the past used sponges soaked in lemon juice to prevent pregnancy.
Something that someone did in the
Acts as
past
a-
feels correct.
Yeah,
Well,
it
it is the
acts
20s
as a
theme.
natural spermicide.
That is true. That is a true statement.
I mean, if you ruin yourself,
I
who's
guess
gonna
that's
want to do you?
one way to not get pregnant.
This was a thing back in the 1700s.
Can't baby, puckered all to hell. Honestly, use Lysol. Same deal, really. Like, oh, don't. Mm-mm.
What's for breakfast today?
Lemon and shrimp.
I'll take the shrimp without lemon.
Like the
Look.
little like, one of the waiters just like, I'm terribly sorry, sir. We only have the lemon shrimp left.
I stare back at him like, you better find me some shrimp without some goddamn lemon on it.
Roll a either presence or right. Do you want to intimidate them by being like by your presence, or do you want to like flex on them?
My presence.
Okay. So roll me a presence, and definitely take advantage for that. Another massive success. He's like, yes, sir. We'll find you something, and he like zooms out of the room. Like you hear like crashing in the back room of like how fast they go. Rudy
Billiam
just-
rolling in here with his big dick energy.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Rudy just looks at you and is like, well, that was a little rude, wasn't it, Billiam? And he twirls his mustache.
I think it's a little rude not to have more options other than lemon.
you have to make do with what we have. Like, what? Just, I'm sure that bubble will come down and we can get back to business at any point. But right now, wouldn't you agree that Nicholas is doing some great things for us?
I'm certain he's doing some things.
So what is our relationship with this guy again?
With Rudy?
Yes.
Rudy's just, I think he's like outside family. He dresses like fancier than he is. He's not nowhere near as wealthy as anybody here, but he is pretty good at gambling.
He's outside family wanting to be inside family.
He lived at the casino before any of you were forced to live at the casino. Like, he just has like a permanent hotel room. It's not one of the best suites, but his gambling manages to pay for it.
Oh, he's like the cool uncle growing up, and then you realize when you're older that he's really not that cool.
Just a real loser. But he's okay at gambling. But he doesn't play any of he doesn't play poker, and he doesn't play like blackjack. He only rolls craps. So he
he's
only
a
plays
little
games
lame.
that What's that?
He's a little lame then.
Say it out loud right to his face.
Yup. Rudy, do us a favor and just go stand in the corner until someone wants to play. Thank you.
Yeah, Rudy, no one else play dice.
Oh, okay, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take his seat.
Power move.
Has anyone seen Nicholas yet?
No, but when I do, I'm gonna talk to him about these goddamn lemons.
Stevie just picks up like, he's took a lot of money off from Uncle Jim's.
From my boy Jim's.
What? What now?
Thanks a lot, Stevie.
No problem, Uncle Jim's. I got your back.
Well, son, tell me what happened.
Oh, you know, we were just doing the usual thing, playing a good hand of poker, you know. One of the best games for actually gambling, instead of shooting some dang old dice.
I'm still within earshot.
I know, Rudy. Grow up here and play me in a game, a goddamn poker.
One day I'll be the richest. And he's just
I
like,
said I would pay. I cover your fucking buy-in, and yet here you are still saying no. I only roll dice.
Not
He
playing
comes
dice, you
back
won't
in
be
and he's
riches.
just like, yeah, well, how's that poker been working out for you? I hear you're drunk and broke now.
Ooh.
You
Now,
listen
Rudy.
here, boy.
Now.
Oh, well, I'll listen. And he twirls his much longer mustache than yours.
His is fake. I would know a fake mustache anywhere.
Doesn't say anything, walks straight up to Rudy and just rips it off his face. You're nothing but fake to all of us.
Oh, shit.
We might be
Elizabuff orders
family,
some
but we
popcorn
care
shrimp.
not for your bullshit.
Beautifully executed, thank you.
Make that 2 orders, popcorn shrimp.
Just
Can
keep
we,
it coming.
can we just get popcorn shrimp for the table? Thanks for the table. You guys would eat some, right?
Yeah, just
Like,
come on.
you see what the Flamingo coming back with the non-shrimp for Billiam, and then it's like, you popcorn.
You better deliver that shrimp too.
He sets down and it's just shrimp scampi, but without the lemon. It's like, I'll be right back, and he runs away again.
Billiam's gonna seagull a whole mouthful of that.
It's just at this point, Jim's has ripped off Rudy's mustache.
Good job.
Now I have to figure out if I can retroactively remove that mustache from his token. I cannot.
Okay, it's gone.
He put if he finds it, he's gonna put it back on crooked. So roll me. It would be vitality if I wanted to make it a roll to rip it off. It's gonna be presence to see whether or not he hits you back.
Is clearly 4 quality, so he most assuredly ripped it off, so it has to be the latter.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna grab out for your mustache and try to rip your mustache off. You can back down and like you can dodge the mustache rip, or you can stand your ground and then roll vitality. And if you succeed on the vitality roll, like we know your mustache is real, but he might rip one of them off.
Stand in my goddamn ground.
So it's basically, do you want to take that roll to
You said
stand your
vitality,
ground?
right?
Yeah, it's vitality. Great success, absolutely. Your mustache doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't even hurt.
What a
And, like-
humbling move that is. To just be like, yeah, bitch, rip it.
It's so like waxed that his like feathers just like slide right off it. So like beautifully shaped.
Rudy's just like, you know what? Fine. I don't need any of you anyway. I've got my own way of making money. And like,
Oh, is it gambling? Is it dice? Tell me, son, how do you make your money?
he flips the table with the shrimp on it, like whatever's left after
Okay.
Billiam has like been seagulling it. So now there's shrimp in the air.
I was about to say, it's like, can I jump up and grab the last ones?
Yes, I think actually all of you are probably doing that.
Can't be wasting food like that.
And
It's a
Rudy
crime.
Rudy stomps out, and you guys just hear like the flapping of flamingo feet hitting the ground.
Is
On
that
like
the noise I make?
Yes, that's the noise I made.
You demonstrated it.
I-
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, a bit of excitement this morning.
So tell us more on how you lost this money.
So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, me and Nicholas, as we were for many days straight, just playing great hands of poker and, you know, casually having conversation and the like. And in the game from I continued on from last night, I unfortunately lost to this damn son of a bitch. And we both went all in. I lost every damn cent I had.
Oh.
And you believe he was, not all above board? Judging by your demeanor.
And at this point, James just pulls out the cards. Not at all. I know for a fact that motherfucker done cheated me out of my money.
Stevie actually comes right up behind you and looks at the deck. He's just like, that? That seems just terribly with in this family. Bobert, Dollythea, and Elizabuff, can you all roll me I think it's gonna be sensitivity checks for me. I know Dollythea is terrible at sensitivity.
Is that a day move? How do I?
It's a day move, yeah. Everything until I say that it's nighttime will be a day.
So do I have disadvantage or is it just a regular roll?
Just regular. I think it's regular for all of you. I don't think any of you have an advantage.
Okay.
Sensitivity. 8 is what it came out to me. Elizabuff is very sensitive.
Elizabuff is crazy sensitive. Bobert and Dollythea, siblings, are not.
I thought I
So,
got an
like,
8. That feels like nothing. No,
yeah,
food.
it's not bad at all. Like you two, Dollythea and Bobert, feel like that Stevie might be working himself up to violence. Elizabuff, you see the handle of a gun in Stevie's waist.
Interesting.
Honestly, Nicolaus's behavior is outrageous. Something should be done. He can't be allowed
I
to
do
continue
agree.
on.
No. How criminal is he?
Well,
He must be stopped.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, I've been
Stevie's
meaning to
just
find
like,
him.
you know, it's like, he doesn't hang out in his room very often. Stevie says, just like trying to be as nonchalant as possible. I never know when that guy's gonna go to bed. Anybody like? I would like to have a conversation with him. Anybody know like where he is, when he's gonna be anywhere?
Well, I know where he'll be. And I'm gonna give him the note that says that he wants to meet me at I don't know, dusk or whatever the fuck it said.
Yeah, sundown.
Sundown.
So Stevie takes the note. He's just like, I think I'll have a talk with him. And Stevie takes your note and leaves. You still have the, like, if you added it as a clue, you still have that.
I'll call out to Steve. He's like, ask him about his wife, by the way.
Yeah, okay. I'm intimidated by Jennifer. And he leaves.
Oof. That woman.
Jennifer's just a bitch.
She's a harlot.
She trashy.
She's actual trash.
I hear she dyes her fur, says Beatrice as she enters the room.
Ooh.
Dyes her feathers.
Interesting.
I hope this is Beatrice.
I bet she does it herself at home.
It's even worse.
Really quick, for the sake of everyone, let's just say they swap hats randomly so that it just works no matter what.
It's part
Okay,
of the
that's
training
fine.
I instructed them in.
They're all masters of deception.
Well, they all snagged each of you.
Fair enough.
Wow. Really didn't have anything to do with us having witnessed Billiam murder someone in front of us. Nothing like that.
Nothing.
Truly, you know not how far down my plots go.
Oh shit.
Oh, Beatrice actually like comes up to Elizabuff and just does the quick kiss on the both cheeks situation. I don't know how that works for flamingos.
They just
It's
clack their
just-
beaks together, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the clack clack clack, clack, like
Mhm.
Eskimo kisses, but like
Clacking.
beaks.
Yeah.
He's like, it was a fine party in your room last night. Not insinuating sexual things, just saying it straight up. But like, I feel like on my way back, I saw Jennifer leave your room.
I thought I smelled her cheap perfume.
In her haste, she dropped this, and this is the thing from Kiera's Fox Mulder move.
Ha! Do you have to roll for that, or?
No,
Okay,
you just
no. Oh.
you get an occult, like, you get a clue to the occult nature behind things, is what it is. And
Aha.
I thought I had given you. Where did it go? There it is. It's loading. It is a small crystal statue
Mhm.
that Beatrice says fell out of
Oh.
Ugh.
Like,
Looks like someone I know.
crystalline nightmare. Jesus.
Ah,
What are you talking about? That's normal. You've never seen that?
It's forbidden.
Seen this
It-
1,000 times.
it seems slightly cursed. But
do you
It's
think
a
the
touch
texture's like?
cursed.
Now, if you want to study this item, this is actually an occult roll.
Ooh.
Okay. But is it? Well, I guess this will answer my question. Okay, so hold on. Elizabuff, an occult move. Do I have an advantage or anything?
I think sensitivity actually does give you a bit of an advantage towards it.
Oops.
It's
I
fine.
didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a mild success.
Okay.
So it smells slightly of lemon, and like as you are holding it and staring at it, the lemons around all the lemons in the room start to like slowly wither and die. Like they go from like their bright yellow to like they start fading and then just like going away, and you start to notice all the lemon scent in this room goes away.
Does everyone else notice this too?
Oh yeah, everybody's like watching it happen.
We're all just like, dude.
But it's just you five in here. Well, you six counting Beatrice.
So it's an
Okay.
air freshener.
It's not even
An
quality
anti-air
produce.
freshener.
And here I thought I hated lemons.
So, did this belong to Elizabuff previously? Or was this something brought to her room by, like, a party guest?
It. We don't know that yet.
Okay.
Add that to
Right.
occult clues, though.
Okay.
Add it to your clues, but it is an occult clue.
Got it. Let me see. Add? Oh. Do I just make the note?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Got it.
it will function both as a clue, and if we actually get to the occult clue part of this game, then it will function there too. So like, the day goes on, and all of you are just like walking around. It is time for your annual book club meeting anyway. So everybody like get out your book that you read this last couple of days and we'll discuss how they are and like and how you guys are feeling about them. Did everybody read their book?
Dolly's definitely having a full, like, I'm, like, at school naked and there's a test kind of, like, expression on her face.
Dolly
Yes,
didn't read.
I meant to.
I read part of it. Whatever.
I read the cover.
You guys are the worst book
Perfect.
club ever.
It's all about appearances.
I read my book
Honestly.
cover to
To be
cover.
fair, I have a guy that's like taking tons of money out of the casino right now, so I just don't have time to read.
I thought you were going to say, to be fair, I have a guy who reads the book for me.
I know.
You have an audiobook and it's just a guy that stands in your room reading to you.
I'm really disappointed that
The
wasn't
guy's
the
name
case.
is Otto.
Oh,
The
God.
Auto Bill. So like it is getting late. You all talk about how you didn't read and why you can't read. You spent a whole bunch of time discussing not reading, except for
whole-
Billiam, who read his
okay.
book cover to cover.
The whole point of a book club is not to talk about the book. The whole point of a book club is to get together and talk about literally everything else but the book. So
But we
have a
should at
great
least talk
conversation.
about. But we should at least talk about the names of our books.
Absolutely. What books were you trying to read?
So
I mean- Go ahead.
I think I picked The Pink Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. believe that is what I landed on.
And what was that book supposed to be about?
I didn't get that far.
Didn't even read the back of the book. Just really
I read
liked
the
the cover.
I was explicit.
Billiam, you
understand.
finished your book.
I sure did. It was the penguin with the bear tattoo.
I've heard that's a good one.
It is. It's great. It's by a Naslor Geist.
Based on a true story, as far as I've heard.
And you know me and bears. I had to read it.
Patagon just wakes up tomorrow with a bear tattoo.
God.
Mine's the
James?
Hound of Bakersville's.
Hound of Bakersville? Just straight up just a Sherlock Holmes novel?
Yep.
Now we know
I'm a
it.
classy SOB.
Now we
What
know
can I
that
say?
Sherlock Holmes. It's not royalty free. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Not open market.
Free?
Yeah, it's free, but like, there's a word for it. Public domain. Thank you, Twy. Like, Sherlock Holmes is public domain now. So now it is also, in fact, in this universe. Jims, what was the book you read? Or tried to read?
The book that James was assigned so rudely was called The Last Bottle. And he read the first chapter of it. It's supposed to be a thrilling novel about a drunken detective learning his way to get off the bottle and solve a very heinous crime that's been going on for the past couple of months. And instead, Uncle James chose to spend his time at the table gambling with Nicholas.
That is fair. That happened. And Elizabuff, what were you reading? Or not reading?
I mean, I read part of it before the party, so I get credit for like a chapter. Thank you. I read the first book in a 2-part series. I read A Sloppy Slaughter. I don't know if I'll make it to the second book called A Moist Massacre.
Oh, I
That is
hate
just-
that.
That's just
I
a
am
thematic.
very interested in these books.
Are you sure these aren't Harlequin novels?
I don't know. They were only like just on the bottom shelf in the library. It's fine.
They sound bottom
With
shelf.
Fabio on the cover?
Yeah. I guess this flamingo on the cover looked excessively jacked.
Oh, it looks like an earlier photo of myself.
Oh,
It just is.
do tell.
It's
Do
just-
tell.
I was like, oh, from my modeling days.
Yes, when I did that side career. I thought I burned all those.
Elizabeth kind of leans back and she's like, "Oh, really?"
Titter, titter.
Uh-huh.
Please, my dear.
Anyway, it was about a
servants come in.
slaughterhouse. Oh,
the servants come in
servants.
with
Yeah.
a giant like platter of shrimp and like little like shrimp croquettes and a bunch of like different like fried shrimp because you guys asked for popcorn shrimp earlier and they're just really banking on the fact that you keep eating fried shrimp. And they set it down. They have shrimp. They have jumbo shrimp stuffed with like the tiny shrimps.
Sorry, real
And
quick.
then fried?
Cole, could you not get out of pocket in chat, please? Could you get back in the goddamn pocket, please?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sorry, you were saying?
I was saying dinner has arrived. Like you guys have been drinking tea and like discussing not discussing your book so much as like discussing like how terrible I guess Nicholas is, based on like the conversation.
Terrible.
And like, you look out the window, and it's like a wonderful little like sunset, except for the fact that like you guys know that there's a weird shield out there and can't see beyond that. And then you hear a gunshot.
Do we know it's a
dear.
gunshot?
I assume that Billiam at least knows it's a gunshot.
He would.
Someone's out here shooting guns.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna hop up and head to investigate.
Gee,
Yeah, I feel we
I'm
all
gonna
have to,
follow-
to hop up in like a
Yeah.
group and do the like
Yeah,
cluster
like-
of flamingos
we
like
all go?
moving thing.
Elizabuff and Dollythea kind of like look at each other like, let's go, let's get in. I'm like,
I'm not gonna miss out.
oh, let's go.
Together, everyone shuffle together.
I'm glad
As
that
we
you've
rehearsed.
accepted.
My roll 20 seems to be fighting me at like. Oh, there it goes. As you all approach the location of the scream, you realize it was Nicholas's room. The shot, and then you hear a scream. And 1 second, let me get my token. Where did I throw Nicholas's token?
Away.
Into the garbage can, hopefully.
In
I
the trash
tried.
where he belongs.
Exactly.
Okay. As you approach the room, you see Jennifer standing behind her couch. The room is a mess.
It's covered
There-
in lemons. Lemons everywhere.
Yeah, there really are, of all sizes.
Lousy with lemons.
What in Starlight's name is going on in here?
She says, I heard a gunshot, and when I walked in, he was dead. And Nicholas is laying there, bullet wound in his head. Well, at least, like, he's leaking blood from his head. I think everybody should be able to move your own tokens. I see Kiera's just, like, dancing around with it, so I figured the rest of you should be able to.
Yep.
I'm gonna come peep on that body.
I'm definitely like right behind you. Like, oh,
I would like
I'm
to
like
look
right
for a shell casing.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me. This is the night. This is the nighttime move now.
Mm-hmm.
Composure, I think. Okay, there is a complication or a cost. You think that you see the glint of the shell casing, but when you go to grab it, you step into the blood and you smear it a little bit more.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
I do
Laughed out
enjoy
loud
the
at the
fiddles.
fiddlesticks.
But yeah, you do find a shell casing. It
I would like to investigate his head. Where the blood is leaking from. Ew.
Is that ketchup?
you can taste it, figure it out.
Or is that barbecue sauce?
The blood
lemon
has-
pepper.
James, that's
sauce.
clearly strawberry jam.
It's been smeared by.
Do you like the little shake of my leg because it's on my leg?
oh god, just
Yanky
spraying
leg.
everywhere now.
Yeah. You know, like when a cat's shaking
Yeah,
off their leg.
Got that stanky
Yeah.
leg.
You're disgusting.
Flap, 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 flap.
Alright, so, You want to check on the head.
I do.
So go ahead and also roll me a. I think this is a reason. This is a reason one. Like you can take advantage if you can tell me how you would think that you would have advantage for it.
I cannot imagine that she would have advantage for this particular thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but.
Mm-hmm. It appears
Okay.
there's blood leaking out of his head.
Thank you for stating the obvious. First time?
Like, as you go to, look at it... Wait, did you put the anklet on, you think? Or did you...
No, absolutely not.
Okay, alright, absolutely, okay.
Even that color of yellow makes me nauseous.
Fair. Jennifer, leaps over the couch, and she, covers the body, and, like an embrace, and starts screaming Nicholas. As you were trying to, investigate it. And, now, she's covered in his blood, and she's holding his hand, just screaming and, wailing. It's very over the top.
Oh, please. She just wafted her cheap perfume all over us.
Can you describe her looks at this moment?
Is
there anything different than from earlier this morning?
Yeah, that's gonna be another reason check for me. Hey, all of her clothes are on right now. You can. I'll tell you that one.
That's different.
She's not wearing a security personnel at all.
Great success. Billiam just knows how to roll.
Ah, yeah.
So. Is there something? You do notice something. There is at her, under her dress, she has a holster for a gun. You can just notice that from the way that she's flailing around. The holster is empty.
Jennifer, if I may inquire, where is your
Nicholas!
holster? No, ma'am, shut up.
That's it. This is what he's gonna throw up. You did it. He's dead. He's just vomiting right now. Are you proud of yourself?
This is the worst bedside. Ma'am, shut up.
I'm trying to figure out who killed your husband. Will you just quit yelling?
Who wants to try to calm Jennifer down?
I will. Can I use my...
Please, Bobert. Oh my god,
advantage?
please, yes.
Don't let me do it.
Absolutely. It is definitely a presence, Bobert. Or it's presence or sensitivity. How do you want to calm it? If you want to just because you are you and you own this casino.
I'd say
then-
sensitivity.
Okay, sensitivity to talk her down. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and definitely you take advantage for your stylish wardrobe.
Can I just tug him over
Being
here?
silly for me. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I did it right.
Oh, no, not cozy. Night move. Yep, and that's a great success. You come. What do you say to her? How do you and your fancy wardrobe, A, not get blood on yourself, and B, calm her down?
Since I have a breast pocket, I make sure that I expose some of my dollar bills and lean close to her and say everything's gonna be okay.
Just pat her tears away with just straight cash.
She
Yeah.
does, she does immediately zero in on the money. In her hysterics, do slightly slow down. She's like, puts her hand on your chest, the hand without blood, on Bobert's chest, and she's like, I'm glad that this will always be somebody to take care of me.
Just like immediately stands up. She tips over.
Well, glad you're coherent now to answer a few questions.
Huh?
Just like there, pat on the head.
No. Jennifer, you're all here now, yes?
And she's like, sobs, and she pats away some tears with a dollar bill. She's like, yes, and then you see the dollar bill just disappear right into her pocket.
As I was saying, where is your pistol?
And she's just like, look, how do you know I have a pistol? Move that corpse so I can move her.
Well, I'm a man of keen eyes. I can see you might have a holster on your body there that is conveniently empty of a pistol.
I thought one of your daughters had stolen it, and I went to Elizabuff's room last night to reclaim it.
Oh, is that what you left my room with?
It wasn't there, but I tried. Like, I'll admit it, I searched their sleeping bodies.
Feeling
And what
people up
else
with their
did you leave
sleeping
my
is
room
weird.
with?
Disappointment.
I think she's lying.
And a
Dicky
feeling that
fingered
you're
bitch.
kind of tacky.
Me?
I'm gonna slap this bitch. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, just roll vitality.
Is that a night move still?
Yeah, it's a night move. We're in the night right now. I know that like it's still date, like it looks very like bright, but oof. Now, okay, so now we get to introduce the other thing. So when you guys fail on a roll during the night, you can put on the crown, and that will like make it an automatic success.
What's the
But-
caveat?
The caveat is only one of you can put a crown on at a time. Like only one of you can put a crown on, and per game. And that crown can save you if you like. Say you're gonna die, you can put the crown on to save yourself. You just have to make sure that this is when you want to use the crown.
Oh.
I don't think this is worth using a crown for. But I'm gonna call her a sloppy bitch anyway.
You call her a sloppy bitch, and I'm just gonna say your slap connects. But hey, she's tougher than she might seem. And you see her eyes narrow, like very like intensely at you.
I want to narrow my eyes back at her.
Presence.
Okay. And then presence. Boop.
Alright, you can keep staring her down, but she's gonna get a little bit of information from this stare down. But you will also like she will leave and like she will be intimidated, but you're gonna give her a bit of information. Or you can just like stop the stare down. That's up to you.
I'm gonna keep staring, although I'm not sure what information she could gain from me.
She looks you up and down, and well, like she breaks eye contact, and when she looks away, she looks at Elizabuff and sees the crystal bulging out of Elizabuff's pocket. And during your stare down, you see a little moment of like a gasp come from her. Nobody else sees that though. James, would you like to roll me a It's the smart one, not composure. Reason.
Certainly.
James, your money's not in this room. The briefcase that he stuffed all of those chips in is not here.
And I sort of just shuffle towards this door and call out for some additional help because well, there's been a murder.
I like that security has not arrived.
Like at all.
Honestly, what the fuck are they doing? Like, if we could hear the gunshot.
I know what they were doing earlier.
Mm. Mm.
Can I look around the room and see if there's additional points of escape or what have you? Or if it was clearly Skankifer and we can just start accusing her?
Skankifer might be hard. But, yeah, go ahead and roll me a reason.
Reason, okay. So, doop. Oops, I'm still on clues. Oh no. Oh no.
No,
Oh, that's how. I figured it out. Okay, I got it. All right. So roll, is it something I have a disadvantage or... Oh yeah, wait. Because I have 1 in reason, right?
Yeah, you have one reason.
Okay, so I'll do a night move.
Don't think that you have an advantage,
No.
but I don't think you have disadvantage either.
Okay, so I'll just do plain old.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, submit. And then I use reason. And then submit.
A mild success.
Okay.
Okay, so you tell me how else somebody could have got out of this room.
Like, is there another second or third door in the room? Or are the windows, like, what floor are we on?
I would say that we are on like the second floor, like we're a little higher, not all the way up. I think you guys actually top floor, like the
Yeah.
family does.
Ah. Like, are the windows functioning in this room?
Yeah, they can be. Is that how you want somebody to be?
Wait, I just get to pick?
Yeah, you tell me how somebody else could get out of this room.
Well, I mean... But the door that we entered, that's the only door?
That is the main door. Would you like there to be another door?
No, this is complicated. Can there be like a secret door?
Absolutely.
Like a servant door? Ah. Okay. Yeah, that's how. Servant's door. Secret door.
Right, so you open the servant's door, like which looks exactly like, it looks exactly like the wall, and it can lock from this side. But you discover that it is unlocked, and it has a stairway going down on the outside. And like you guys know that this is basically like what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of like in the walls situation. It's not a nice stairway. It's a like, here we go. Like Bobert doesn't keep it up.
Budget cuts.
You're not making the most money right now. You gotta like skimp somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you do see like a pathway further down this hall. And this door, when you opened it, it wasn't locked from your side. But you know that most of the time you would. Like, you don't want servants just coming and going as they please.
Right. All right. So like I'm just going to be like, I saw a door here.
Who's there now?
You guys see the security guards like hustling around, like they're really trying to act like they're doing something. Like, and it's just like, wait, do we move? Like they're looking at Billiam. Do we move the body? Do we?
Leave everything how it is. Nobody leaves the casino.
And it's just like full lockdown then. And one of them like raises a tiny little radio to his like beak and calls for a lockdown. And you hear the front door like locking in place.
Now, you two, and I point to the security people, you should just make sure nobody touches or moves anything in this room. I believe we're gonna try and track down whoever did this.
You see Jennifer like sidle up to this security guard over here, and she's like, "Yes, I feel much safer with them."
I like blank stare, look at the camera.
Oh man, that's an awesome time to looking directly at the camera. We're gonna cut to commercial, everyone. Billiam, would you like to give me a ad read for Krieg's on Market Square? This is part of the game, by the way. We got a commercial break.
Krieg's on Market Square, where you can get what you need. Come on down, you'll be square.
Thank you very much for that. Back to the show. It hard cuts to all of you walking down this hall. I think Elizabuff said that she's leading the way.
Bobert, remind me why you made all these random hallways.
Yeah, I just pay the guys and they build it the way that they said would see fit, and it would be convenient for the servants to get food right to the people ASAP, quicker.
Yeah, do you want to see the servants, Billiam?
Yeah, nobody wants to see them.
Well, in my profession, you tend to blend in with the, servants to get where you need to go. My only thought here is our targets may have blended in a little too well for us.
So we continuing down the servants path?
Yeah,
can we roll to see if there's anything suspicious with the hallway?
Absolutely. I would say that is. I would let you roll. Reason. Yeah, this is a reason one. Oop. I copy and pasted a Flamingo when I didn't mean to.
None or advantage, disadvantage.
I would give you an advantage, Bobert. Why does my Discord keep disappearing? Oh yeah. Absolutely. You know that you did not install the door at the end of this hallway. Like, you've seen the blueprints to this place. Like, you may not be like the most up on your own location and on your home, but you did not authorize that bit of addition. Like, that cost money that you were not willing to spend.
Sounds like someone's doing some business on the side.
And once pointed out, everybody else will recognize that it's not like badly built. Like, the door, it's actually a little bit nicer, but it is recently built. Can you give me a roll?
Did Nicholas's blood smell like lemons?
Oh. I think presence does actually make sense for it. It's like, basically, that's... Oh, it becomes an 8 for you, though, because... So, a mild success. So what that's gonna do is I'm gonna turn up. Yeah. Okay. So you do smell lemons, and then you hear a door shut beyond the door in front of you. It's a bit ahead of you, but like after that last door, after you hear the door shutting, you don't smell lemons anymore. But for a moment, it smells strongly of lemons.
I'm right behind her. Oh yeah, that's right.
So you open up the door, and there is a spiral staircase going down. Bobert, you didn't pay for this staircase, but it is extravagant. I think it has a statue, and there is a door at the bottom. And when Dollythea tries to open it, it is locked, and it appears to be reinforced.
Gladly. Can I pick the lock on this door?
Oh, you can most certainly try. I would say that's vitality.
Do I have advantage on this?
Yes. Alright, so mild success. You can get this door picked, but it's gonna take a decent amount of time. I'm gonna say probably a half an hour. That's how reinforced this door is.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So what are you all doing while he's picking the lock? Absolutely.
I should probably be fanning myself on the steps because this is a lot of work I've been doing.
A lot of walking for you guys. I'll be back in 1 second. I cannot hold my bladder.
You're like sweating. Meanwhile, Billiam's like not even phased.
I just can't handle all this stress.
Y'all really need to get out some more.
I just have to focus on the PR. I have to hide this. Can't. It would be bad publicity to have a death in the casino.
Just hate for another death to get out. Good thing you haven't noticed the other ones.
What do you mean by other ones?
Oh, nothing for you all to know about. Just know, as my family, you all are fine.
Apparently, I don't pay security enough.
Just
I
well,
have
security trapezes around with certain harlots.
You do tell.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you guys if you while this is happening, if you guys could just add up all of your clues. Okay? But it seems like that's what you guys were doing.
Jennifer, I caught her this morning with a guard. They were about to enjoy some time in the bushes together. And I interrupted that, unfortunately. But she did give me a note for having me take care of some unneeded weight that she no longer required.
Well, it was probably that crystal skull thing. That's a lot of weight.
No. You misunderstand the terms in my professions. The gem is disgusting. I can smell the lemons from here.
Please do me a favor. Put that away.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of glad he's dead.
Oh no.
I'm glad you all have really embraced being the worst people. Ugh.
I mean, we have to be the worst people. Like, shit is going sideways outside of this casino, and we're like, no, we're just gonna eat all the shrimp and read books and do fuck all to help other people. Like, yeah, no, we're
People are
good.
starving outside, and you guys are like angry that your food has lemons in it.
Yeah, honestly, we already know.
So, Billiam, you get the lock picked, and you catch a wave of just like as like the door like even as the lock lets off, not even opened. You catch it like a breeze of just the most lemony, citrusy scent.
I squint my eyes.
Oh, good lord.
This is the worst.
Be careful, Bobert. I might burn this building down.
As you open the door, you see a cavern, and it
What?
just has beautiful like pink crystals like growing out the side. Like it has a nicely like well-worn path. It's definitely flamingo worn path. Like you can see that it's beaten down by both flamingos and I'm just gonna give it to Billiam. 2 sets of like nice shoes appear to be
Blue
walking up and down.
Sid. I knew those two were bad news.
But yeah, like from far down there, you smell like you smell the lemons.
I hate to say this, but I think we have to follow the scent.
Quite.
Elizabuff reluctantly agrees. But
Sorry.
Billiam's gonna
mean-
take a handkerchief out and hand it to the ladies. Like, to cover the nose. Quite strong.
like, is the what the walls are made of? Is that what my statue's made of?
Yes.
Okay.
That you don't even need to do a roll for that.
That's okay. Interesting. Cool. Okay.
So as you all walk down there, who's leading and who wants to make the we're sneaking roll?
I will lead this posse of flamingos in an orderly fashion.
Does
It will
presence
be-
count
How do I
towards,
lead
like...
the one that keeps on stumbling over rocks and tucking everything?
Oh no.
Does presence count to, like, lack of presence?
I'll allow it. The heater is completely off, but it will not turn off. That's how cold it got out here.
God damn.
Oh no.
Roll. A presence. Meh. I'm so good at sneaking. I'm like the sneakiest, actually.
A massive success.
I'm like the most sneaky. You've never even seen anyone as sneaky as me. Like this whole time I've been sneaking, you didn't even know I was here.
Every time Bobert is like touching a crystal, and every time it like breaks off, you just see Dolly just like reach out.
Like catching
And
it, gently putting it down, like...
Yes, good.
So we
And I'm
have
just thinking of all the money I could be using with these crystals.
and here we are. This is where we have arrived at.
Dun dun dun.
Wow.
Mm.
Stevie does have a gun pointed at Lou and Sid. Lou and Sid both have guns pointed at Stevie.
Huh. Interesting.
I like clear my throat.
Everybody freezes in place. And Stevie's just like, it's not what it looks like, man.
Stevie, what the hell is going on here?
And like they point their guns at you, and then back at him, and then back at you. It keeps going back and forth.
I stare them all down.
That does seem like a presence check from Billiam. Or vitality. I'll let it be vitality.
I'm gonna roll presence.
Okay, sure. Mild success. So there will be a complication or cost. Like you approach them, or like you just stare them down.
You know, the same way a disappointed dad would stare down misbehaving children.
And you see Lou being like, all right, and he starts dropping his weapon. The complication is Stevie goes behind Lou, and like grabs him and puts the gun to Lou's head, and he starts yelling at Sid to put down his gun.
You know, Stevie, you're making this more complicated than it needs to be.
It's like you don't. He's like he waves his gun back at Billiam, and he points his gun at Billiam now. Like standing behind Sid. I am behind Lou, and he's just like, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know who I am. You don't know my life.
Stevie, what's... Calm down. Calm down. What's going... What happened?
I went to get the money, like I said I would. I owe you one for the pack of smokes.
No, Stevie, no, you didn't have to do that.
She's like, he cheated you. So I went to get the money. He was dead when I got there. I knew you'd blame me, so I ran. And like, you see like Lou and Sid looking back and forth. Who's dead?
Interesting.
So anybody seem like they're lying?
I think Elizabuff is the only one with like... Elizabuff and Bobert are the only sensitive ones, so I think that would be a roll for them.
Okay, can we both roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. And it's a night move.
Solved, but... Is
Yeah,
that
it's
midnight? Night move?
Yeah, night move, yep.
And so do I have... No, I don't have an advantage.
No advantage for this one.
Okay. And then sensitivity.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. 7 to 9. Bobby, you get shot.
Alright, fair enough.
Stevie looks over, like he's waving his gun back and forth, like as like Bobber and
You
Elizabeth.
shot me.
Stevie shot you right in the shoulder.
Wow.
God damn it,
I
Stevie.
would like to lunge towards Stevie.
Vitality roll.
I want to do this in a way where, like, I flip off of the badger and land behind Stevie and just, like, wing chop his neck to knock him out.
All right.
I'd love to see you fail this. I'm like, please.
That sounds like
I would like to use my Colt Seavers move.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just gonna take a 12, and basically just exactly as you described it.
Then like immediately after, like I go, oof, oof, my hip, oh.
Lou drops to the floor. And like he's just like, huh. Thanks, old man. And like you see him fix his suit. And here is the fun part for Elizabuff's successful sensitivity roll. Well, mixed success sensitivity roll. You smell a incredibly strong amount of lemon coming from this like gateway here. The lemon hole.
The lemon hole.
Oh,
The liminal lemon hole.
I don't like the lemon hole.
No. Okay.
Your crystal is vibrating. The closer you get to this.
Disgusting.
Okay.
I wish you hadn't said that.
What?
Is
Dallas
this
gonna
like
try to
Morse code vibrations, or is it just like steady?
Citrusy is correct.
Citrusy.
I just wish.
I hate all of you. I hate every single one of you.
Oh god.
Dahlia is gonna try to like stem Bobert's bleeding.
Yeah, that sounds like
A thing that someone should be doing at the very
somebody
least.
should be doing that, right?
Thank you, guys.
I think that is probably composure. I feel like composure. Okay, so the complication with it is the fact that I'm gonna move the like occult thing a little bit further. But you can Oh, actually I know exactly what this is. Dollythea, you hear the crystal whisper that I can save them.
Oh hell no! I don't trust anything coming out of that citrusy. No, thank you.
I hate so much.
Yes, the citrusy.
While that's taking place, God damn it. And Uncle Jones goes to the bathroom. Now, one of you kind gentlemen, please explain what the hell's going on and why we're here. Like, what's all of this? This secret cave or what have you.
Lou and Sid just say, look, we were hired by Nicholas to just move his lemons. Like, every day, every single night, every day at 11, we show up here, there are crates of lemons, we move them upstairs. That's it. He needed workers, we arrived.
He hired you. How,
Yeah. We were hired by Nicholas. Yes.
huh.
I'd like
And,
to perform some first aid on Bobert, by the way.
Dollythea is taking care of it. Like,
Okay.
And, if you don't mind my asking, how is he paying you during this, time? And when was the last time he, settled up on a payment? Basically trying to figure out if, they have any idea where the money went.
Where that money at?
Where my money?
Bobbitt's teabagging Stevie, and in that teabagging, you can find the money that. But roll a sensitivity for me, or like, do we think it's sensitivity to try to get these guys to say something?
Could be presence if you're trying to intimidate them into saying things.
There'd be reason to just like, hey, guys, like, we're all confused here, but like, fill us in.
It's better for all of us to run the same side.
Maybe it's why he's dead, like what?
Like is
he not
like,
paying?
He's dead. Like, what's going on here? Like, there's a lot going on. We're all confused. Tensions are high. Someone's just been shot. Someone's just been chopped in the neck. All cards out. Let's just
Yeah, go ahead and make
Bit of
whatever roll
parlay.
you think is correct for it.
It's gonna be reason.
For sure. Mild success. And you feel more air. Like, they're just like, when was the last... Do we get paid? When was the last time we were... And you see them both, like, hold their head, trying to, like, think this through. Elizabuff, that... I'm not gonna say it. That hole is calling to you.
All
wish
right,
you
I'm gonna
hadn't
start
said
walking toward it.
I don't like the
Taking
lemon hole
my-
calling to you.
My vibrating rock, and I'm heading on in.
It is... What would Elizabuff's dream be? Like,
Stressy Dooby calling.
Dream.
It's like hang up the phone.
Utilizing the vibrations.
Well, it originally in the original game, it was to have enough money to pay off. Oh no, what was her name again?
oh, the
That lady,
matron.
the matron.
The matron's
That's right.
dead
So
now,
she-
so...
Matron's fucking dead.
Fantastic. So it's pretty much to like be the most amazing and better than the matron and be the best around.
Elizabuff, the statue is translating what everybody else can't. Like, everybody hears like an incredibly weird like voice coming out of it, out of the hole.
Huh.
It's a bad hole, everyone.
It's cavernous.
Hot dog down home.
Like, everybody else, you guys are hearing like, please, Seymour. But Elizabuff, you understand that as saying, I can give you everything. I can make your dreams come true.
Does it hold power over me or
It's not holding power over you, but if you roll a cult,
okay.
I can tell you if you think it's lying to you.
Okay. Let's see here. So go down to occult. Do I have an advantage because of my sensitivity?
Yes.
Awesome.
So great success. Yeah. You determine that whatever actually, everybody, only Elizabuff sees this, but I'm gonna put it on the screen for you.
Oh, hell nah.
Oh no.
Is that
Wow,
who I
look
think
at
it is?
you. Who is it?
It is the dream worm. It is a creature built of dream that can make dreams come true. You just
Wait,
have to worship it.
But hold on. So are we saying that that dude that's dead upstairs, his dream was lemons?
His dream was to get incredibly wealthy, and the way he could get incredibly wealthy was lemons.
Okay. All right.
Nicholas, what the hell? Man?
When the weird monster gives you lemons.
You make piss gems out of them, I guess.
But you do
Totally
not have to
defies.
answer this thing right now. You don't have to answer in character right now. Like, Bobert needs first, like, actual first
Yeah.
aid. The
I'm
other
just gonna
two,
stare this dude down. Yeah.
and like
Dude.
you just feel like think on it, and then like it fades back down the hole. And the two the two badgers have fallen asleep or like passed out.
Toast, let Bobert die.
Okay, I get it. Whatever you guys want to do.
Krieg just out there hoping for his nemesis to just be conveniently disposed of.
Yeah.
But if we've
You
learned
have to-
anything, it's that these flamingos are tougher than they look.
We're
do
like
everything in my
cockroaches.
power to get Bobert to stay alive, because my daughter will be very sad.
I would also be very sad. I have a vested interest in his living, considering business partners.
Grabs these two and Stevie.
I mean, it makes sense to like make me live because I mean Stevie's obviously the victim here. Us flamingos gotta stick together.
That's true.
Okay, so we are gonna go back to the hotel and to the room where the body is. And this is the part of the game.
Is Stevie laying in the blood?
Yeah, probably.
Could just
I
yeeted
just
his
drop him
body in
next to
there.
it.
Just plop.
Alright. So have you all how many clues does everybody have?
I have 2. I'm guessing if they count as 2 different clues. The anklet and the note. I don't know if that's 1 clue or 2.
And we can add the lemons and the explanation by the badgers as another clue.
And I would have 4.
I have 1. Unless I missed some.
4, 2, 1.
I think I have 2 now? Question
So
mark?
9. And then
Oh. I did mine wrong.
Bobby, you do also have 8. Unless like we're adding up the same clues over and over again. Let me make sure. Deck of cards. Missing
Might
2
be.
queens.
I mean, how many of us share the same clues?
I don't think anybody has actually like.
Then there should be about 2 for most people then. So I should have 2.
Bobert has 1, which is the The way that I'm adding this up, you guys have a total of 6 clues. I
Sounds
think.
about right.
Alright. So here comes the fun part. We get to roll theorize, and I think we should let Kiera do this.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
Elizabuff, you click on the theorize button,
Okay.
and then add as many clues as you have, and when it asks the challenge of the thing, you do 4.
Okay, so how many clues found?
6.
Okay. Did you count the monster downstairs? Because that's 2 clues for me. I just added it. I forgot to add it to my sheet.
Yeah, we'll go with 7 then.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
the complexity is 4.
Submit and 4. Submit.
Great success. So,
Huzzah!
what that means is, Kiera, who killed him?
What?
Who killed him?
I
Who killed him and why?
think I think Jenny killed him because she's a bitch. She couldn't find anyone to actually like murder him for her, so she just got sick of it and she's like, nah.
I don't even think
Dead.
she's a real flamingo.
True.
Really?
She dyes her feathers.
She dyes her feathers.
Killed him. Then gave Stevie the gun to make it look like it had been stolen.
Exactly. And she stinks and she's trash.
And
It's also I just
Mom.
like really hate her face.
She knew
Really just
about
do.
she knew how Nicholas was making the lemons through the dream crystals, and she was trying to use the dream crystal to dream that Nicholas was dead and out of the way, but she dropped it because she's clumsy.
Sloppy bitch.
Because she's an ibis, not a flamingo at all.
Go
She's a
shit.
trash bird.
Ah,
Fucking
she's a trash bird.
I want to stamp her.
bin chicken.
Like, she's a bin chicken. She's trying to make a run for it. with a great success, you guys get the chance to take her down right now.
Fucking get her.
Get her.
I
Everyone
want to
together.
slap her right across her stupid face so hard.
James fucking body blocks.
I want us to all just like stampede upon her as a group, and then just stomp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knock her
Her
stupid
wig
little
and trashy
wig off.
jewelry come flying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Her beak isn't actually her beak. Like I said, she's just an ibis. Like she has a very long, like it was a prosthetic beak.
Flamingo justice, you harlot. Stamp,
JoJo
stamp, stamp.
kicking, dude.
The security guard that was with her earlier starts throwing up. A bin chicken.
Let this be a learning experience for you, young man.
The old lemon pot.
Flamingo justice has been served.
And
no.
that is... Yeah, so like she is... I don't know if you guys like have murdered her. Has she left? Do you like put her in like a jail? Like,
People
I
don't
know...
get murdered in Bobert's Casino and Spa. They simply disappear.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with the
Yeah.
disappeared. We can't have that kind of stuff get out.
Nope. So we tell the security guards that are like currently like the one that's throwing up. We're like, all right, get yourself together, get a trash bag. This bitch gotta go out in the dumpster.
God.
How do we deal with these badgers?
With
How do you
mushrooms.
want to deal with them?
Elizabuff, if you want to roll a cult for me one more time,
Yeah,
I might be able to give you some information about these badgers.
I'm into it. All right. Do I have a disadvantage or advantage?
I would say that you do have an advantage, but that advantage will come with a cost. Like, it's gonna make you more indebted, not indebted, but more susceptible to the dream worm if you take this advantage.
Oh, yeah, let's just do it.
Spicy.
So with the the mild success, you get even more like susceptible to it. Like whenever Elizabeth goes to sleep, she will be visited by the dream worm
Gross.
every night.
Fuck
It
gross.
will offer her deals. These two are not real creatures. They don't actually exist. They are living dreams that were created to help Nicholas like move the boxes, because Nicholas couldn't think to wish the boxes were like there. He just thought wish for endless lemons. That's what he did. Instead of like wishing for endless money, he wished for endless lemons.
An idiot.
What a dumb bird.
He's dead. So don't worry about it.
We gotta get rid
So
of all
these
these
two
lemons.
will work for Elizabuff. Like,
Okay.
if Elizabuff wants to become the new matron of like the world, you already have two
Lackeys.
badger henchmen.
Very
Why are
important.
they badgers though?
Why not?
I like the fact that Elizabuff was not worrying about why they are in fact badgers, so we'll let her go.
I mean, if there's an answer, I just didn't know,
We're good.
Dude, lay down.
Oh, I thought you were just like asking a question, just like, and why did we make them badgers? Why did you make them badgers? I don't know.
Out of curiosity, what kind of badgers are they?
Oh, they are most certainly the honey variety.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
I
But
don't
like citrus.
associate.
no.
So they're lemon badgers.
Anti lemon.
Yeah,
No
but
lemon.
if you give them a bath or if you tell them to bathe, whatever you want them to be will happen. Like if you don't want them to smell like lemons,
Please, can they just be normal? Normal. Could they just smell like gentlemen and not lemons?
What do gentlemen smell like?
Not
what
lemons.
do gentlemen smell like?
Like curve.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's
Like
a real
Captain
mystery, but solve
Klein.
that real quick, I guess.
I guess.
Quickly solved. Like this.
Calvin Klein badgers.
Polo red.
Oh, this is great. Hilarious.
No, I
Thank you,
have
Roll20, for really solving my problem.
He's just a
Badger
trash
henchman.
bag.
Oh god, that's amazing.
I had to get rid of the bod emote. There's no room for emotes.
the one
They do
that's
smell
not
like
throwing
bod.
up.
Now,
I'm gonna
I
throw
do
him in
have
that
one
bod.
very important question.
Uh.
Where's my money?
It's
Oh,
on
no.
Stevie, right? That was what you said?
It's either on Stevie unless Billiam took it.
Okay,
Oh, I don't need that money.
It was on Stevie.
Stevie definitely had your money.
he
Has your money.
played you.
There's a bag on top of him. I just tossed it there.
Well, I mean, if he's been roughed up and then carried down a hallway and then thrown very roughly onto the floor, I'm sure something popped out of his weird leather coat because it doesn't fit right. We all know that.
It's like just in one of the sleeves.
It's
I
just
have
like
my money back.
flying
Speaking
everywhere.
of, I'm gonna take this opportunity to cut off his pompadour.
Damn.
It's not even real.
Damn.
I'm just gonna get rid of it, and then also take his
Oh.
sunglasses
Oh.
Like, stripped of his, like, rank.
and take his jacket and be like,
It-
he doesn't deserve these.
Throw it
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
garbage.
It'd be a lot cool if you did that while he was standing. In his
It just
in
looks
his
kind of
face.
weird that you're stripping this flamingo. Like,
While he's unconscious, I think, like, that's not...
It would have been
I've
cool
got a lot of experience.
while he's awake. It's just in his face, disrespectfully, take everything.
Is that,
Speaking
like,
of,
scene in Dark Crystal where they, like, strip the one
the Skeksis. the Chancellor.
Skeksis, yeah, Chancellor of, like, all of his, like, robes and
In
stuff.
Berlin.
Exactly. And he's just left a quivering, sad bird.
much
We're
like
assholes.
Rudy. Much like Rudy.
Someone needs to gather up all these lemons and throw them in the trash.
Well, that's
Or
what
have they all
badgers are for.
disappeared?
Are this starting to disappear? Like, if
Fantastic.
Elizabuff doesn't want these dream lemons to exist anymore, they will all start disappearing.
I do not want these dream lemons to
What are
exist
these
anymore.
Fucking lemons.
Does that mean like we weren't actually eating anything?
Well, we
No,
didn't
were
eat any
real.
lemons. We just ate
Yeah, but
actual
if you-
food.
If you
We
did
were
eat the lemons-
anti-lemon.
Yeah, you were just eating nothing.
Right, eating dreams.
Huh.
And I guess, like, then you have to, like, you ask yourself a real question of whether dreams are real. And I guess we'll have to answer that in Season 3. Stay tuned!
How, on a scale of, like, terrible to evil, how awful are these flamingos?
They do seem pretty bad at this point.
So
I'm
we
just an
could,
asshole.
like, share all of these lemons with the crew. Like, we're doing them a favor. Like, oh, all of our bounty of lemons, like, we'll help you, but it's all nothing. It's all empty.
Oh yes, just trick them
Wow.
with the dream lemons.
I'll, like, start selling the lemons to the crew. Like,
Krieg, we have a business proposition. We'll sell you dream lemons. I mean lemons.
that sounds like a presence roll for either Dolly or Bobert. It sounds like a presence roll from Dolly for Bobert, honestly.
Oh, I don't have the ability to roll
One
anymore.
sends, one receives.
Oh, just click on Maven again.
Thank you. Night move still?
Uh,
Or is it daytime?
no, I think you would present this during the day.
Advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
And you said presence.
Mild success, but you can still take that crown. You can make this a 12.
Bobert got a great success.
Oh, then yeah, we'll just take that. So the two of you team up and have sold these lemons. And yeah, I think Vatna would notice that these lemons taste off, but everything's tasting off to Vatna right now.
Oh, wow.
Until playing like the only card all time. Catastrophe. Then
Okay,
in
so
that
we-
case, I will take the crown.
Which D6 do you make a 1?
Had to have been Bobert's. There's no way he wasn't.
Yeah.
It's
Like, well, one of the three would become a
fair
1, and then we take the crown, and the crown puts it back up. People don't I think how it happens is Bobert goes out and makes like the pitch, and Krieg is just like, we don't trust them, and Dollythea just like shows up being like, no, it's fine. This is through me,
It's
not
like an
him.
abundance of lemons.
Some of that feminine charm.
Maybe Elizabuff goes with her and like just stands behind her and bats her eyelashes.
Oh, definitely.
All the charm.
Let's add abundance of lemons to what the crew has going on. But you guys all eating tons of lemons, but you're all still starving.
You gotta put quotations around lemons.
Absolutely.
Not Katori though, because she only eats candy and muffins. So
Yeah.
So she's fine.
I eat silver, it's fine.
I
Well,
want those damn lemons.
that was an interesting way of ending this. I wasn't expecting us to put a character in a garbage bag and throwing her away and then like defraud the HTML.
Flamingo power.
All right, I guess I made a deal with a dream.
I mean, you haven't made the deal yet.
Worm.
Yeah, that can just come up later.
Okay, that'll come up later. Okay.
Also, real quick, Warlord, can you give me a commercial for Fish Stinger Industries?
Give me a second. Fish Stinger Industries, leading brand in mass murder. Psych, it's all mechs, wonderful mechs, and the best technology around. Come and get a mech. Seriously, they're awesome.
Thank you.
Just seriously, they're awesome. Being the fish stinger logo, like slogan.
So yeah, that was our version of Brindlewood Bay. I now know that apparently the flamingos are the bad guys of season 3. Didn't know that. Know it now.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be evil, like.
So by extension, the Starlights are also villains.
I think that Billiam has a lot of extracurriculars, but also
Yeah, it's just like
Starlight are cops, so like fuck them anyway. But like,
Oh my god.
Hey,
You're not wrong.
motherfuckers!
just because they're
Side note,
space cops doesn't mean they're not still cops.
They're cops,
James
meanwhile.
definitely went to go bully Rudy into playing an actual game of poker.
Oh, we totally lost track of Rudy. He's just been crying in his room.
Yeah, crying in his room. James just goes like, I got my money back. Play me some goddamn poker, you bitch.
I had a way of tying Rudy into all of this, and then it just went off the rails for me.
You're welcome.
I was like,
How
Rudy's
did
gonna rob him. It's just like, I was trying to set up as many people that had like motive to kill him as possible.
Question, were you expecting all of us to roll as well as we did?
I was hoping. I was really like, this game was fun. I liked this game.
This was
I'll play
entertaining.
more.
Thank you so
I
much.
love this.
It was fantastic, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
I like the flamingos quite a bit.
They're fantastic.
Billiam's gonna spend the rest of his stay walking around with a cane.
That's fair. Oh, also we should probably get Bobert soon too.
I think that he's been taken care of.
He's passed out on the bed, bleeding out.
On the
Next to
butt
this
fishing.
garbage
Money
bag.
as like a bandage.
Next time you see Bobert, his arms in in a sling that's just made out of like stock tickers, like the ticker tape. Everybody signs it, but just with like the Dow prices.
But wait, what did she actually take from Elizabuff's room, though? Because there was something missing.
Oh, I should explain how Brindlewood Bay works. I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind then, that's fine.
Your dignity.
And you're not supposed to tell the players at the beginning of the game, but like I literally am only responsible for who dies and how they die. The rest of the game is up to you, and then me reacting to you guys.
I wonder why you asked me so many times, like, where would the person come in, or... I was like, why do I have so much freedom? I don't understand. No, I get it now. Okay.
And like you're supposed to tell them at the end of the first game. And the first game is just supposed to give a hint of the occult, like aspect of it, just a hint. And then as we play, it gets more and more occult. So if we play Brindlewood Bay again with these characters, which I'm fine doing at another point later in the season, it would be you guys figuring out even more about like the dream worm and stuff like that.
So then, wait, why are they honey badgers though?
It's a great
They just
question.
are.
Tell you in front of everybody.
Oh, so that's okay. Never mind. No, then I want to be surprised too. Never mind. I just thought you were ripping on me. That's fine.
Yes.
Because I was just like, I don't know. Okay, we're good.
Oh, hey, T-Time. Didn't know. I
Hello.
didn't see-
Yeah, I've been lurking for quite a while.
God. So, let's recap this game.
Yeah, please do.
So we now know that we've established that Bobert's Casino and Spa is inside the city, as we already knew, but that is where all of the flamingos are hanging out. And with that, we know that they have grown even more snobbish than they were before, or maybe this is the first time we're seeing their true colors. They treat their servants like crap. They have a massive stockpile of real shrimp and have been like hoarding it and hiding it from the town, the Silver Thimble. And they don't bat an eye to a murder happening in their casino. Jim's apparently is a very good gambler, but easily cheated out of his money. Trustworthy, although it backfired on him a bit. Bobert is incredibly well dressed and has taken his time to like get fancier over the period of time.
He's clearly made a lot more money.
Like, you guys, yeah, made a ton more money. These 5 flamingos absolutely hate lemons, turns out.
Disgusting.
Although they do continuously supply lemons to the Silver Thimble, which the lemons don't actually make anybody feel better.
It's the perfect crowd.
I don't know which one and which one's married to.
Yeah, that'll be like the mystery for another game.
We're gonna figure this out. Don't worry about it.
I
We
imagine
saw
Billiam
almost all of the
absolutely
maps that I
knows.
made.
I feel like moreover, like we didn't blink at a murder happening, but then we actually like committed one.
Yeah, you guys didn't like stop for a second. Like,
I just feel like that's what a flamingo
shut
would
up, Matt.
Ma'am, shut up.
be. So we know the dream worm exists.
Yes, and we know a
Yeah.
dream worm exists inside the shield. So the dream
In
worm
the shield.
is inside the shield and has been inside the shield. Because Nicholas has been making this money since the shield went up.
Mm.
Like, those are the probably lasting ramifications of this game, are the dream worms and Elizabuff becoming the new matron.
I like it. I'm into it. Also just low-key.
I wasn't trying to make Kiera another bad guy this season, though.
I feel
The
like
most adorable villain.
I guess it's just natural for me. I don't know.
like all of these flamingos are just like being like, okay, we'll put like one villain card out because we don't want to like overdo it with villains. Immediately 5 villains, like first like pre-season game.
We're like a villain. We're a villain family
We're a
though.
crime
So
family.
like,
It's fine.
yeah.
In terms of this villain family, out of all of them, the 2 most upstanding members are James and Billiam. And that's
I
not
don't.
a good thing.
Maybe just dreams. To be honest.
Yeah, Billiam was like very about the fucking putting this in a garbage bag.
Well, he does that for he has a certain set of skills.
Yeah, how do you think he got that
I'm
skills? By being an
experienced.
upstanding guy?
One of these days, we'll have a flashback to Billiam's early days.
Turns out he was actually
Yeah.
just a huge dork.
The biggest nerd.
He roleplayed as Hitman.
Like under his feathers in the back, he's got the little like barcode tattoo.
In my youth, I was very cringe. Billiam just said, like, don't look in my room. It's just like Bud K knives all over the.
I was what the kids call a troubled youth.
Like, look at my anarchist cookbook.
Fantastic. I love this lore that we're building. Alright, so I think that's everything for today, I believe.
That I can't think of any more to add to this.
I think that's a reasonable accounting of
I
what
in a
we've
fucking
learned.
garbage bag.
Yeah. Put Nicholas in there. Throw him out.
Yeah, throw them both in there.
Just throw him
Just
out.
throw them all out. Throw some
I don't know
lemons in
what we're
them.
doing with Stevie though.
Just two dead. Stevie's fine. He's
Stevie,
fine.
we're shaving his head.
He's been defaced. He has a concussion. No one cares. He's
shot
fine.
Bobert.
He's fine.
He'll be just, you
Yeah,
know.
he's gonna be spending his whole life making that up to Bobert for sure.
Yeah.
Bobert
We're gonna put him to
owns
work in the
now.
kitchens or something.
I'll be
Don't
working
worry.
the crab table.
Anytime he's got a dirty deed need doing, this kid's doing it.
Yep. Maybe we should wake him up and have him drag the trash bags out.
That's
Honestly.
exactly what happens.
Just leave the trash bag there until he comes to. Then you
Yeah.
don't wake him up. It's just like it starts to smell. It's like, get to moving.
I love it.
You might want to chop those up. It's easier to throw away. Billiam just standing in the corner of the room, nodding, watching. It's just like, that's not how you cut a body up.
It's terrible form. You're gonna put your back out like that, kid.
Look at all the blood just splashing everywhere.
You're holding the saw wrong.
You gotta start at the joints. Who cuts right through a femur?
Lift with your legs, not with
So
your
we're-
back.
We're all just perched on couches and we're just kind of commenting.
Drinking tea with no lemon in it.
Drinking tea with 0 lemon.
You're overstuffing that bag.
It's gonna rip. It's gonna rip. It rips. It's like I told you it was gonna rip.
He's just like, why did you get better bags? And like Bobert's just like, the force flats are expensive.
Alright, then I think with all of that, I will pedal to the metal, but I'm also going to wrap up stream. We will be back on Friday for the dialect game, which is lore. Oh my god, I can't pronounce her name. Like Malinois? Maloney? Look if I remember. Him and Zachna. So we'll be crafting some slang inside the Silver Thimble. And then a 2-parter Bunny Apprentice Apocalypse game on Saturday and Sunday. So see y'all for that, and bye forever.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Is it actually gonna stop this time, or is it just gonna like crash again?
Probably not.